All right, Matt. Thank you very much. Your adjustments look fantastic. Let's start with the business card. That is gorgeous. Wow, that's just beautiful. Nice work. Nice work. Okay, let's jump over to the letterhead. One thing I think about the letterhead, it's so much more clean. I think that you're definitely heading in the right direction here. Good job. One thing I would recommend on the letterhead is I think the contact information is a little bit too large. There's taking up a lot of area there. Consider reducing the point size associated with the contact information. I think that might help definitely. Just seems like that's a pretty bulky area of information there. So again, just consider reducing that type size by a couple of points. Good configuration here. It's great that you're consistent here and here in the presentation of your type. That's fantastic. Digital resume, I think it looks great. I really do. Now, as far as the content goes, there's one thing I would recommend is that, when you do come, yeah, we can see kind of here's your letterhead again. And by the way, this is a great idea to format your resume right on your letterhead. I mean, that's how it's done, right? But as we can see, this is really, really taking up a lot of area. So again, that points to reducing the size of that type on that letterhead. As far as the general setup goes, I think it's really an inviting resume. I definitely feel that it is. As far as what exactly you should include in a resume, that's something that you're going to probably have to reconsider here. This isn't a portfolio class per se, but it is a branding class. So we're not going to get into exactly what it's not within the scope of this class to get into the content of the resume. I can tell you what to include, but as far as the way that it's formatted and stuff, eventually you're going to have to reformat this. As far as the setup goes, I love it. I think it's great. Education, I would say education, you want to left align. You're left aligned all the way here. You might as well keep left aligned right there. And just in a nutshell, I can give a couple of recommendations here. Is that design experience? Right now, you're giving your school experience. Okay, so that's not really design experience. I would say all of this design, this Indiana University Northwest, I would include that in your education. Um, did you see what I'm saying? And if you didn't graduate from that school, then you may consider. I mean, if you do include it, if you didn't graduate, just indicate that you had transferred to SNHU, or however you want to handle that. So the design experience should be design experience. And so list your freelance work there as you have here. But I would keep your school projects off design experience. You may have any freelance jobs that you've done, you could consider as design experience. And then professional experience, you want to go back. Oh, you're back 14. I would go back another job back there. You want to go back probably about 10 years for your professional experience. Now, your professional experience at Pet Supplies Plus, it's not relevant what exactly you did in the relationship to graphic design. So you don't have to include this really detailed list of responsibilities, and that's going to open up some room to add another job, whatever you had before 2014, to add one more job there. Okay, but that leaves us with the leave behind, and I think the leave behind is great. I think it works just fine. I mean, it's a bookmark. There's not much more you can really do with it. One thing I would recommend though is to preserve with the way that you have compiled your contact information, center aligned. I'm sorry, right aligned over here, but in the leave behind, you're center aligned. So you want to adjust that. You can right align it and place it right in the corner of one of these corners, just so it place it in a right hand side corner like you've done here, just to remain consistent. And I think that if we take a look at this configuration here and compare it to the address here, we can see the space between lines is much greater here. So again, we want consistency in the way that it's presented. Okay, definitely heading in a great direction here, Matt. So good job. Any questions at all, please let me know, but you're doing very, very good stuff here. Great. Thank you.